Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? How are you feeling? Good afternoon, Shade Iman. How are you? Good afternoon, Giwa Hakim. How are you? Well, we want to catch up, okay, with the latest immigration news, and we want to basically first we're talking about the latest immigration news, then we're gonna answer questions, and we have great news to share. We just got an approval notice, two of them. U.S. citizen child applying for U.S. citizen parent who are currently in removal proceedings. That's a good news because they're currently in removal proceedings. So we can terminate removal proceedings. Uh, I'm trying to put my link here so we can share. Okay. Okay. So what is the latest immigration news? The latest immigration news right here in DC, they're planning to, I guess they did already, place federal government takeover of the police. Um, that's not good, but it's going on in DC. Want to double check about this federal takeover. Mm, Okay. What else we have here? Yeah, we have a USCIS is assisting with targeting Nebraska human trafficking, and USCIS supports investigation leading to guilty plea and mandatory denaturalization. So basically, somebody got denaturalized. Okay, U.S. citizenship. The name of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, basically USCIS, got someone denaturalized. The name of the person is Vanez, a naturalized citizen, knowingly made false statement on his naturalization application, denying prior criminal activity, despite evidence showing that he had committed possession, receipt, and distribution of child pornography since at least 2014. um yeah, failure to disclose led to denaturalization. Okay, USCIS collaborated with ICE, Immigration and Custom Enforcement, Homeland Security Investigation, HSI, to uncover fraud during the naturalization process, confirm Velez's identity through biometric evidence, and establish his criminal history. So currently, a lot of investigation going on when it comes to those application for naturalization, green card based on marriage. USCIS is not playing nowadays. They are really doing the investigation to find out whether the marriage in question, first of all, is a good marriage, valid, and lastly, finding out about prior marriages too, and not to mention if you're applying for citizenship, quite frankly, if a person is applying for citizenship under this current administration, the first thing to do basically is to at least have an idea of your file. You can get your file. It's free to get your file online. You get your file, then you know exactly what's going on, because you don't want to be in front of the USCIS officer and fail to disclose something. That will be like some type of fraud, knowingly making false statement, misrepresentation, omitting or failure to disclose. Pretty much the same thing. You don't want that. That's why you are required, to be honest, not really required, but it's highly recommended that you get your file prior to filing those naturalization applications, because USCIS is really investigating. Quite frankly, they're not playing nowadays as far as those applications are concerned. Especially when it comes to failure to disclose. Yeah, if something happened, just disclose it, then you can deal with it. Then you will know whether or not, relief is warranted under your circumstances. But yeah, that's just that. Then we have, what else we have here? We have a two petitions approved today. I-130. It was filed in June 2024, and then approved today. Not even after 1 year, 1 year and 2 months. Okay? Yeah, pretty much 14 months. The application has been approved, which is a good news because the parents in questions are currently in removal proceedings. So we're going to be filing a motion to terminate removal proceedings and hope for the best, because nowadays terminating is not as easy as it sounds. Okay, moving on. Let me see if we have questions. Do we have questions? Okay, we do have questions. Good afternoon. Is it safe to travel domestically with a pending asylum but have C19 AD? C19. C19 is what? Is it TPS? I think, are you traveling by, it's better to just use the car, basically. If it's short distance, quite frankly, the best advice would be to just go by car or take the bus or the train. For example, if the person's going from DC to New York, you can take the train. Yeah, so that's the best advice at this point, because you don't want to be in those TSA and it start checking the status. You just don't want to be feeling uncomfortable at that point. Oh, you're 751. Wow, good for you. Congratulations. That's a good news. That's a good news. We got 2 I-130s approved today. Of course, without interview because it's a child petition. But that's a good news. That's the good news. (2022) VAWA, it takes VAWA. You can't really get any response by phone, to be honest. Usually you have to write to them. It has to be in writing, any inquiry. 2022 is pretty much within processing time, because VAWA is taking like 41 months. So, and we have cases filed in 2021 that are still pending. Yeah, that's not unusual. I mean, but if you want to contact them, they can write, Buses and train passing along the border for checks. Okay. Yeah, so for the person who's trying to travel, this is what another individual is saying, that is going to be stopping buses and train. That could be, something to keep in mind if you're traveling. But if you have C19, it's pretty much CPS, right? So you should be fine, I believe. What else? I'm trying to find out if we have a different type of news that we need to report. Yeah, we have let's see if we have another news. I'm trying to find out if we have more news. Appeal. Let's Venezuela posing. Okay, I'm trying to see if we have something else going on. Detention without bond based on recent drug trafficking arrests. Okay. Okay. So I don't see anything like too alarming. We already know about those, deportation going on. So I don't see anything beside what we already know. Is it okay if I'm not working for a sponsor who's willing to adjust my status while I was working? If you're adjusting status, the short answer is simple. If you're adjusting status based on employment, and you have to go with the employer, actually, the one that is sponsoring you. It's based on that you're getting the adjustment of status. Yeah, waiting for labor certification. Yeah, you should wait for labor certification. Once it's approved, that's when you adjust status if the visa is available. I want to take a break. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. Yeah, you're adjusting status based on employment. You have to go with the person who's actually petitioning for you. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? We're just answering questions here. Um, Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, do we have anything else going on? If anybody has something they want to share, they can share. Because I don't see, besides what we already know, I don't see. Besides what we already know, I don't see anything else. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that this is a great news actually, because we had a visa, immigrant visa outside that was denied under 221G, and then we filed a request for reconsideration because you can't really appeal when it is denied based on that. Let's see. Actually, what happened was denied. Yeah, on July 14. Okay, it was denied based on 221G. Basically, they claimed that the person is not eligible for a visa, and they were going to send the case, the I-130, back to USCIS so that USCIS can basically so that USCIS can how do you say it, send the notice of intent to revoke the I-130 petition. So then we filed a reconsideration on July 30th, okay? And we received a response on August 14th. They called the client to go and drop their passports, which is a good news. The moment they call you to drop the passport, simply means that now they're gonna issue the visa. So now we're waiting. Now we're waiting for the now we're waiting for the petition to be the visa to be given to them, you know, to place it on the passport. So that's a great news, the highlight of the year, to be honest. And we have some other great news. I want to approve. We have cases pending in good hands. It looks like it's going to be approved. That's it. So, but if you have something you want to share or you have some questions, just please put it in the comment section. If you don't have a question, we're gonna stop here, right? If you don't have a question, we can stop here. How about rule of moral character? Moral character is basically when a person failed to disclose, the person has criminal activities, lying on the application, all that is part of moral character. Misrepresentation, failure to disclose, criminal activities. Yeah, anytime the person failed to disclose something that they should have disclosed and they did not disclose it knowingly, to be honest, then it's misrepresentation. So at that point, it's misrepresentation. And it's part of, then the application is going to get denied because some new rule have been added. It, it's pretty much, it's now it's broad. Like anything that is basically wrong, it's wrong. You know, yeah. If they added, it just means that they put it too broad so that to disqualify people. Yeah. I haven't checked that the thing that was added, but yeah, just know that if they added, it just means it's now it's broadly defined. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We don't have anything else. I guess this is it for today. Yeah, please like, please share. If we have more news, I'll come, but really there's nothing major as far as news is concerned. It's the same thing we know. Deportation is still going on. Yeah. So until next time, bye-bye.